Dear children, welcome you all for the grade 9 mathematics lesson. Today we are going to talk about the lesson number 18 in your textbook, Circumference of a Circle. By studying this lesson, you will be able to find the diameter of a circle using different methods. Find the circumference of a circle and the perimeter of a semicircle using formulae. Solve problems related to the circumference of a circle. From your early grades, you have learned that a round shape is called a circle. But now you know the locus of points which are at a constant distance from a given fixed point is a circle. Here, the fixed point is the center of the circle and the constant distance is the radius of the circle. Now, we are going to see the parts of a circle. The point at the exact middle of the circle is the center of the circle. The line segment joining any two points on a circle is a chord of the circle. The line segment joining two points on the circle through the center is the diameter of the circle. And also, the longest chord in a circle is the diameter. The distance from center to any point on the circle is the radius of the circle. The perimeter or the length around the circle is known as the circumference of the circle. Now, we are going to measure the circumference of a circle. For this activity, we need a circular object, piece of thread and a ruler. Place the thread around the circular lamina as shown in the picture and measure the relevant length of the thread with a ruler. The length of the thread is equal to the circumference of the circle. But if it is not possible for you to measure the circumference with the thread, you can use a gum tape and measure the circumference of the circle. Here, the circumference of this circle is 17.6 centimeters. Now, we are going to measure the diameter of a circle. There are several methods of measuring the diameter. For this activity, you need two set squares and a ruler. Place the circular lamina and the two set squares touching the ruler as shown in the picture. Get the readings at the points A and B where the 90 degrees vertices of the set squares touch the ruler. As an example, here the reading at the point B is 17.5 centimeters and the reading at the point A is 12 centimeters. So, we can obtain the diameter of the circle by subtracting 12 centimeters from 17.5 centimeters. Here, diameter of the circle is 5.5 centimeters. Now, we are going to see another method of measuring the diameter. In a Bristol board, draw any angle and draw the angle bisector of that. Keep the circular object on the angle such that the edges of the circle touch the two arms of the angle. Now, mark the 2 points where the edges of the circle intersect the angle bisector on the Bristol board as shown in the figure. Measure the distance between the above 2 points and it is the diameter of the circle. As an example, the diameter of the circle given there is 16.4 centimeters. Here are some circular objects given to you. You want to measure the circumference and the diameter of the circles using above methods, and you want to note down the values, and also the value of the circumference divided by diameter also should be noted. Complete the table using the measurements that you obtained for the above activity. Here are some values that has obtained through an activity. By looking at the table, you can see that the value obtained for the circumference divided by diameter is always a value closer to 3.1. So we can say for any circle, the value of circumference divided by diameter is always a constant. C divided by D is a constant. The Greek letter phi is used for the above constant. So C over D is equal to phi. Multiply both sides of the equation by D and we get C is equal to phi D. So the circumference of a circle is equal to phi D. And you know, for any circle the diameter is 2 times radius. So we can write D equal to 2r. Substitute D with 2r in the formula C equal to phi D that we obtained early. Then C equal to phi multiplied by 2r and we get the formula C equals 2 phi r. The circumference of a circle is 2 phi r. For the calculations, the value of phi is taken as 22 over 7 or 3.14. Now we have two formulae for finding the circumference of a circle. If the diameter is given to you, you can use the formula C equal to phi D and calculate the circumference. But if the radius is given, we can calculate the circumference by using the formula C equals 2 phi r. Now we are going to do some calculations related to the above formulae. Here is one example. Calculate the circumference of a circle with diameter is 14 centimeters. Here's the diagram. The diameter is given to you. So we can use the formula C equal to phi D for the calculations. Substitute the values with the formula C equal to phi D. C equals 22 over 7 multiplied by the diameter 14. 7 and 14 can be simplified. The answer is 22 multiplied by 2, 44 centimeters. The circumference of a circle is 44 centimeters. Now we are going to see another example. Example number 2. Calculate the circumference of a circle with radius is 14 centimeters. Here's the diagram. The radius is given to you. So we can use the formula C equal to 2 pi r for the calculation. Substitute the values with the formula C equal to 2 pi r. 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius is 14. 7 and 14 simplified. The answer is 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2. The answer is 88 centimeters. The circumference of the circle is 88 centimeters. Now the example number 3. Calculate the circumference of a circle with radius 10.5 centimeters. Here's the diagram. As the radius is given, we can use the formula C equal to 2 pi r. Now substitute the values with the formula. 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius is 10.5. As it is a decimal number, it would be easy for you to simplify if you substitute 10.5 as 21 divided by 2. So we get 2 multiplied by 22 divided by 7 multiplied by 21 divided by 2. Now 2 and 2 simplified, 21 simplified by 7 and we get 22 multiplied by 3. The answer is 66 centimeters. The circumference of the circle is 66 centimeters. We have done several examples so far. So here is an exercise for you to do. Exercise 1. The first question. The diameter of a circle is 28 centimeters. Find the circumference. Question number 2. The diameter of a circular flower bed is 3.5 meters. Find the circumference of the flower bed. Question number 3. If the radius of a circle is 7 centimeters, find its circumference. Question number 4. Find the length around a bicycle wheel of radius 28 centimeters. Question number 5. The diameter of a circle is 21 centimeters. Find the circumference. If you want further exercises, you can go through the exercise 18.1 in your textbook. Now we are going to find the perimeter of a semicircular lamina. It consists an arc length of half of a circle and diameter. So the perimeter of the semicircular lamina is equal to arc length of the semicircle plus the diameter. As it is half of a circle, we can calculate the arc length as half of 5d plus the diameter is d. Or if the radius is given, you can use the formula half of 2 pi r for the arc length of the semicircle and add 2 times r. Now we are going to find the perimeter of a semicircular lamina. Example 4. The diameter of a semicircular lamina is 7 centimeters. Find the perimeter of it. Here's the diagram. As the diameter is given here, we can calculate the arc length. It is half of 5d. Substitute the values. Half multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the diameter is 7. 7 and 7 simplified. 22 divided by 2. The arc length of the semicircle is 11 centimeters. But you want to find the perimeter. For that, the diameter should be added. Then the perimeter of the semicircle equals 11 plus the diameter 7. It is 18 centimeters. There is another example. The radius of the surface of a semicircular stage is 14 meters. Find its perimeter. Here's the diagram. As the radius is given there, we can use half of 2 pi r to find the arc length. Substitute the values. Half multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius is 14. Now simplify 2 with 2. 14 divided by 7. The remaining is 22 multiplied by 2. The arc length is 44 meters. But we want to find the perimeter of the stage. For that, we want to add 2 times radius. So 44 meters plus 14 multiplied by 2. It is 44 meters plus 28 meters. The total is 72 meters. The perimeter of the stage is 72 meters. Now we are going to see some problems related to the circumference of a circle. Example 6. Given below is a figure prepared with two semicircles of diameter 14 centimeters and a semicircle of radius 14 centimeters. Find its perimeter. Here, one full circle can be prepared with two small semicircles. So the arc length can be calculated using C equal to 5d. Substitute the values. 22 over 7 multiplied by 14. 14 simplified with 7. The answer is 22 multiplied by 2, 44 centimeters. The arc length of the larger arc can be calculated using half of 2 phi r. Substitute the values. Half multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius is 14. 2 and 2 simplified. 14 simplified with 7. The answer is 22 multiplied by 2, 44 centimeters. Now we want to find the perimeter of the figure by adding all the arc lengths. Perimeter of the figure equals to 44 centimeters plus 44 centimeters. Altogether 88 centimeters. Now another example. Example 7. The circumference of a circular lamina is 132 centimeters. Find its diameter. Here the diameter should be found. So we can use the formula C equal to 5d. As the circumference is given as 132 centimeters, we can make the two equal. That is 5D is equal to 132. Now substitute the values with the equation 22 over 7 multiplied by D is equal to 132. Now multiply the equation by 7, you get 22D is equal to 132 multiplied by 7. D equals 132 multiplied by 7 divided by 22. The answer is 6 multiplied by 7, 42 centimeters. The diameter of the lamina is 42 centimeters. Now the example 8. The perimeter of a semicircular lamina is 18 meters. Find the radius. Here's the diagram. Here the perimeter is given as 18 meters. But you know the perimeter of a semicircle equals half of 2 pi r plus 2r. Now you can make the two equal. Half of 2 pi r plus 2r is equal to 18. Simplify 2 with 2, you get 22 over 7 multiplied by r plus 2r equal to 18. Now multiply the whole equation by 7. 22r over 7 multiplied by 7 plus 2r multiplied by 7 equals 18 multiplied by 7. 7 and 7 simplified. The remaining is 22r plus 2 multiplied by 7, 14r equals 18 multiplied by 7. Then altogether 36r equals to 18 multiplied by 7. Divide both sides by 36. R equals 18 multiplied by 7 divided by 36. 18 and 36 simplified. The answer is 7 divided by 2. It is 3.5 meters. The radius of the semicircle is 3.5 meters. Now the next example, example 9. Given below is a wall decoration composed of a rectangular lamina of length 16 centimeters and breadth 14 centimeters and a semicircular lamina. A cord is needed to be attached around the decoration. Find the minimum length of the cord needed. Here, to find the length of the cord, we need to find the perimeter of the figure. It consists of a rectangle and a semicircle. So, the perimeter of the figure equals half of 5d plus 14 plus 16 plus 16. Substitute the values. Half multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by the diameter 14 plus 46 centimeters. 2 into 7 14 and 14 can be simplified. Then the remaining is 22 plus 46. Altogether 68 centimeters. So the minimum length of the cord is equal to the perimeter of this figure. So the minimum length of the cord needed is 68 centimeters. Here we have done several examples. Now here is the other exercise for you to do. Exercise 2. First question. Find the perimeter of the given plane figures according to the given data. Here are the given figures. Question number 2. The radius of the semicircle in the given diagram is 3.5 centimeters. Find the perimeter of the given figure. Third question. The wheel of radius 28 centimeters moves along a straight line. Find the distance it moves during one full rotation. Question number 4. A wheel of a motorbike rotates 700 times when it travels a distance of 1232 kilometers. First part, find the distance it moves during one full rotation. Second part, find the radius of the wheel. Question number 5. Given below is a rough sketch of a running track. It consists of a rectangular part of length 45 meters and breadth 35 meters and two semicircular parts. First part, find the distance covered by a runner who completes one round of this running track. The second part, find the number of rounds he had to complete to cover 1 kilometer. Third part, find the number of rounds that should be completed in this running track in a 1500 meters race. If you want further exercises, you can go through the exercise 18.3 in your textbook.